location. Now, if you can get the location for free, you can save a lot of money, but it's not easy to find a location for free. Now, if you have a movie that happens in a cabinet in the woods, and you know somebody who has a cabinet up there, that will be pretty good. Although you might not have enough electricity to power up all the lights you need. And where is the crew gonna stay? You're in the woods, and you can't just go to the store to get. I mean, it could get complicated too. In our case, our movie happens exactly in one location, a house, a specific house. And we didn't know anybody who has a house that would exactly match what we need in the script, and nobody that would be willing to just like move out for 2 weeks, understandably. So we were looking for a location. And of course we were looking for a house that had like 3 rooms. It had to have a hallway, a garage, washer and dryer, and we were definitely looking for a house that didn't have any white walls, because white walls on camera just doesn't look good. And also we couldn't have any carpet, because we knew we were gonna use a lot of blood, and you don't want to mess up the carpets. And what else? So carpet and white walls and 3 rooms, and it would have to look modern. So I went online, internet, and was looking for locations to film, and I live in Los Angeles, so there's a lot of movie locations you can rent. So I looked into that, and that was way too expensive. You know, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 bucks a day. We cannot afford that. So I was looking into Airbnb. And I tried to have the house close to where we live, so we don't have to drive 2-3 hours, you know. And I found some houses. After a while searching, I found some houses that were kind of, we could make it work. So I called them up, and it even said house available for special events and filming. So I thought, that's good. I saw one house that was $150 per night. I thought that would be doable, you know. So I called them up and told them, yeah, we're interested in the house, but we would like to film. And then everything changed. Oh, filming. Well, in this case, it's not $150 a night. It's going to be $150 per hour. You know, it's like, well, if we shoot like 12 hours, that's like almost $2,000 a day. And if we rent the house for 15 days, that's over $20,000 already. Almost more than the entire budget for the entire film. So that didn't work. So I started looking at Airbnb houses outside Los Angeles, kind of like an hour outside. And that was much easier, because I found the house. It was perfect. It had 3 rooms, a hallway, garage, living room, everything. It looked modern, gray walls, no carpet. It was perfect. So I called the guy up, and it was a $235 a night. So I told him, hey, we would like to film, you know. And he was so excited, like, oh, a movie in my house, that's awesome, yeah, that's great, let's do it. And he didn't even charge more. So it was $335 a night. We rented the house for like 15 or 16 days, you know, like 2 days before we started shooting, so we could prepare the lighting and everything. And then we were shooting 9 nights in a row, and then transitioned over to daytime. So we had 1 day off, and then we filmed for 3 days, and then 1 day to wrap up everything. So we got the house for about $4,000. And of course, that's now the first time we actually needed to spend money. And that's where financing now comes in. And in the next episode, I'm going to talk about financing, how we tackled that. And that's very interesting. So we got our house, we locked it in like 2 months before we actually planned to shoot, and we were good to go. And next time we talked about financing. Until then, adios.